Hi students, class 10, exercise number 5.2, question number 14. PQRS is the rhombus. Its diagonal PR and QS intersect at the point M. Satisfy QS is equal to 2 times of PR if the coordinate of S and M are given as 1, 1 and 2, -1 respectively. Find the coordinates of P. By the given condition, see that PQRS is the rhombus and then the diagonal of PR and QS intersect at M. This is the M point. Now S and M 2 points are given. The condition is the total QS is 2 times of PR. The total QS is 2 times of PR. That is the given condition. We want to find the what is the coordinates of P. Let me take as the coordinates of P as A and B. See, the S point is given as 1, 1. The M point is given as -2, 2, -1, 2, -1. Now, when the 2 points are given means we can able to find the slope of SM, and the slope of SM is perpendicular. So it intersect perpendicular to PM, right? Slope of SM is perpendicular to PM. Perpendicular conditions mean we know that M1, M2 is equal to -1. When the slopes are perpendicular, we get M1, M2 is equal to -1. If you find one of the slope M1, then what is M2 means M2 is equal to -1/2, negative reciprocal of the slope, right? Now we want to find the slope of SM is equal to slope SM. When 2 point is given, we know the formula, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Let me take the S and M point. This is x1, y1 first point. Second point is x2, y2. Now y2 is -1. In formula we have minus. Y1 is -1 divided by x2 is 2 minus x1 is 1. Then both are in the negative symbol, so -2 divided by 2 minus 1 is 1. This term is nothing but -2. Now we want to find the slope. SM is perpendicular to slope PM. Therefore, slope PM is the negative reciprocal of this number. I already told you, if one slope is 500 then the next slope is negative reciprocal. Here already we have minus, so minus of -1/2. In formula we have 1 minus. In the value SM also we have 1 minus, and reciprocal the term. So minus of -1/2 is nothing but 1/2. Minus into minus plus 1/2 is the slope of PM. See, now the slope of PM is 1/2 is find out at. Now the slope of this line is known, right? Slope of this PM line is 1/2. Now the P and the M point is given. P and the M point. Let me take it as P as A, B, right? Let P of A, B, right? Now by using the slope, let P of A, B, and then M point is 2, -1. By using this slope PM is equal to, slope PM is already we have find out, that is 1/2. Now formula for the slope PM is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 is equal to 1/2. Right? By using this 2 point, the slope PM we have already find out at 1/2. Now the slope formula is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now apply the values of this x1, y1, x2, y2 to find that A and B value, right? Let's see. Y2 is -1. In formula minus, y1 is B divided by x2 is 2 minus x1 is A is equal to 1/2, right? Now we cross multiplication. This 2 should be taken to this side, means we get multiplication. I take this 2 minus A to another side, means 1 into 2 minus A. Now multiply this 2 inside. -2 minus 2B is equal to 2 minus A. I take this A to this side and this whole term to another side. right? I take this a to this side and then the whole term to another side means if I take a to this side means we get plus a is equal to, already we have 2 here. I take this 2 means minus 2 will be changed to plus 2 and minus 2b will be changed into plus 2b, right? A is equal to, then we write it is at 4 plus 2b or 2b plus 4. A is equal to 4 plus 2b or 2b plus 4. Let me take it as equation number 1. Now we come to the given condition. See, the given condition is QS is equal to 2 times of PR. See, I take this 2 to this side means it will be multiplication turns to this side means we get divide. See, QS half of QS is equal to, QS is divided by 2. See the line? The line QS is divided by 2 means we get SM, right? The line, total line QS is divided by 2 means we get SM is the point. So here I am writing SM is equal to PR, total PR. Already drawing one diagram, it will be very easy to see the diagram. P, Q or S. So total of QS is SM. Now the line PR is 2 times of PM. See that SM is equal to 2 times of PM because the two lines are intersected, right, at midpoint. So this 2 point PR is 2 times of SM. I divide this PM and multiply the PM into 2 means I get PR. So this is 2 PM, right? Here 2 PM is equal to 2 times of PM is equal to PR by this condition. Now we want to find the distance of SM and PM. Distance between we know the formula for distance between SM and PM. Distance between formula we know that is root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. First we have used the slope formula. Now we are going to use the distance between formula to find out the value. Now the distance between SM is equal to 2 times of distance between PM. So SM is equal to 2 times of PM. The distance between is equal to root of x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square is the formula, right? When we are first we have find out slope. Now we are finding the distance between. Now we want to find the distance between of S and M point. S point is that is 1, 1 and the M point is 2, minus 1 and then the M point is 2, minus 1, then P point is A, B. Now the distance between is equal to the 2 times of PM, right? 2 times of the point. Now first point we take as x1, y1, second point we take as x2, y2. Now formula is x2 minus x1, right? x2 is 2 minus 1 whole square plus y2 is minus 1 whole square. y1 is also 1, but here we have the formula minus. In minus of is equal to 2 into first point we take as x1, y1, second point x2, y2. Here the second point is A minus first point x1 is 2 whole square plus B, y2 is B minus of minus. Minus of minus we get plus 1 whole square, right? In formula we have minus and the value y1 is also minus, so minus into minus plus 1. Now this term is equal to root of 2 minus 1 is 1 square plus minus 2 whole square is equal to 2 root of A minus 2 whole square plus B plus 1 whole square. Now substitute this, we get minus 2 into minus 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 square is 1, nothing but 1, right? 4 plus 1 is 5 is equal to 2 times of root of A minus 2 whole square plus B plus 1 whole square. Now squaring on both sides. Squaring on both sides we get, when I square this, root and square will be cancelled. 5 is equal to, if I square this term, 2 will be changed into 4. If I square this term, square and root will be cancelled. So A minus 2 whole square plus B plus 1 whole square. So common outside 4. Now here we have already found out the value of A, right? From equation number 1. A is equal to, we have find out at 4 plus 2b. See, from here A is equal to 4 plus 2b we have already find out, right? Now we are going to apply the A value in this place. That is 5 is equal to 4 into, the 4 is common, and then A value is 4 plus 2b minus 2 whole square plus b plus 1 whole square. Now 4 minus 2 is 2, right? So 4 into 4 minus 2 is 2. So 2b plus 2 or 2 plus 2b, whatever may be, plus of b plus 1 whole square. See, now it is in the form of a plus b whole square. We know that a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square is the formula. Now using this formula we are going to write these two terms. 5 is equal to 4 into, here a square means 2b whole square. 2b whole square is nothing but 2 square is 4, b square, right? And plus 2 into a into b. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8b plus b square is 2 square 4. Now here we have plus. Now come this point, a square means, that is in the place of a is b square plus 2b plus 1. Now 5 is equal to 4 into b square, we have 4 plus 1, 5b square. B is 8b plus 2b is equal to 10b. 4 plus 1 is 5. Now see, all the term we have 5 as the common term. So I take the 5 as commonly outside. 4 into 5 is equal to b square plus 2b plus 1. 4 5s are 20, right? So 5 is equal to 20 into b square plus 2b plus 1. Simple factorization here. Now see this, b square plus 2b plus 1. Here b square plus 2b plus 1 is nothing but b plus 1 whole square, right? So b plus 1 whole square. I change this term as 5 is equal to 20 into b plus 1 whole square. This term is nothing but b plus 1, right? b plus 1 is turned like this. So I use that again b plus 1 whole square to find the b value. From here I take this 20 to another side. So 5 by 20 is equal to b plus 1 whole square. 5 by 20 is nothing but 1 by 4 is equal to b plus 1 whole square. Taking square root on both sides. If I take square root for this number, we get 1 by 2. If I take square root, right? Taking square root. So root of 1 by 4 is equal to root of b plus 1 whole square. If I take root means 1 divided by 2. Root and square will be cancelled, we get b plus 1, right? If I take square root for this means 1 by 2, root and square will be cancelled, we get b plus 1. Now we want to find the b value only. I take this 1 to this side, we get minus 1 by 2, right? Minus 1 plus 1 by 2 is equal to b. In 1, half is subtracted means we get half. The highest number is minus. So therefore the b is equal to minus 1 by 2. Now we have find out that b is equal to 1 by 2, right? Minus 1 by 2. Substitute b is equal to minus 1 by 2 in equation number 1. Equation number 1 is a is equal to 4 plus 2b is the equation number 1. Here we are going to substitute the value of b, that is a is equal to 4 plus 2 into minus 1 by 2. 2 will be cancelled. Then we get a is equal to 4. Here we have plus into minus, minus 1. Then a is equal to 3. So therefore the point P of a comma b is equal to 3 comma minus 1 by 2 is the answer. 3 comma minus 1 by 2 is the answer. Thank you, students.